How's it going, guys? Well, welcome back to TheBlueShifting, and welcome back to Muv-Luv Monday. Last time we were here, we are starting the beginning of Asumi's story, where we see Captain Asumi, preparing for her final debut as leader while she's preventing the Susanoo from being captured by the Beta. In that, we saw her final conversation with Takeru, and then she started to reflect on her past, and now we're seeing her in training to become a TSF pilot under Marimo, and we've met some of her companions, which they had certainly butt heads a lot. But they're all fairly sweet and interesting so far. And we've been in this bathroom for a while. So I have no idea, I ended it because the episode was just getting so long and I had no clue how much longer it was going to go for. So we're kind of here in the middle of the conversation, but ultimately they've been talking about the philosophy, the reasons for why they fight. Girl on the far left has had her homelanded city ruined and overrun by Beta. I believe that she's from the island that the hive that Asumi in the future is going to blow up. I believe she's from that island, so it's been wiped out. And so her family's been relocated, and she's fighting to try and, get back territory. Girl on the far right, she wants to open up a business, but she's serving her required time as in the army, and then if she can survive, obviously, to the end, she plans to come out with a pension and use it to fund a business. Girl in the middle, can't quite remember. She's very much a sweetheart. She's kind of the Tamba of this group. I don't remember her motivation specifically. Oh, wait. I think she's the one that she enlisted so that her siblings don't have to enlist. That I do remember that now. Yeah, that's really cool. If I'm remembering it correctly. Who knows, right? Well, I guess you probably do. But yeah, so we've been getting to know them all. And girl on the far left, I relate with on an emotional and psychological level. She's also really good at guiding the conversation and keeping them from butting heads too hard. So big fan of her. So far she's it's hard to top Asumi, but she's a good candidate so far. Best girl in this storyline. So we will find out more later, but let's strap ourselves in. Let's get right back into the story, shall we?
なんかここが特別だってやつ？よそより訓練が厳しいとか、全国から人が集められてるとか。確かに、地元の専任に聞いてたよりも、訓練のメニューは厳しい気がしますね。
That's actually a good sign. If you have it harder, that usually means that you have higher quality, which means that in the payoff is better.
そりゃ神宮寺が異常なだけっしょ。自分たちが特別だと思わなきゃやってらんないっつーの。
Oh, Fujisawa, it's cute that you think it's only for you. No, it's definitely not just for you. It's everybody.
でも、地元で志願した中で、ここに回されたのは私だけですよ。普通は出願地域の訓練校に配属されるじゃないですか。
Oh, but that's right. That's Yuko-sensei. Yuko-sensei looks for people who have quantum effectiveness, people who have greater impact on fate and reality. She tracks that with an algorithm she has, and she brings people on whom she believes have the capability of making major changes, because then she sends them on the most important of missions. That's right.
確かに私もそうだわ。でも偶然でしょ？定数でよそに回されることもあるし、その場合の希望値を書く欄があったじゃん。
Actually, and here's another question. So, a lot of these other titles are filled, and often these characters that we've seen, all the new characters we met in Alternative, are from other works by the same company, by the same publisher, writers, and everything. It's flashbacks of other people in different storylines that are all kind of pulled together because of their quantum field. That's kind of the excuse they have for why all these characters go to the same place. So are these characters with Asumi part of the game that she's from? Because I'm guessing that there is an actual game with her, right? That actually follows the story of the young man love interest who all the sisters love. So maybe for some of you, these are characters you actually know really, really well. And unfortunately, characters I haven't had the pleasure to meet yet. I'm a local who chose a distance school as my first pick, but ended up being assigned to one close to home instead. Fujisawa might be right for once. Will wonders never cease? Ouch.
大陸帰りの教官たちが全国に散るのは人数的にわかるじゃない？ところが。
True. I mean, Marimo is pretty famous.
何ですか？私が聞く限り、この訓練校の候補生は均等に全国から集まってきていて、地元はイスミの他に数人しかいないのよ。
Takamiya is somebody who she's very clever. And here I thought it was just me who didn't know anyone else on the space when I first arrived. So Takamiya does look out for the other cadets, just as I thought. With her outgoing personality and genuine interest in others, it's no surprise that she is quite popular among our peers. Being naturally sociable must be quite useful for information gathering. No matter how hard I try, I could never be like her.
で、結局何が言いたいわけ？私まだるっこしいの苦手なんだけど。
Fujisawa. I think out of the three of them, you probably are the cutest, but my goodness, your personality is not great.
聞いて驚くな。
Oh, yeah. Oh. Big gulp.
これって、私たちが全国から集められた逸材ってことなんじゃない？
She's right in a way, but my response would be like, oh crap, if we're the best, then we're all screwed.
あれ？なんかテンション低くない？あんたね、ここの連中見て逸材とかって無理ありすぎでしょ。
Yeah, it wouldn't be observable though. Like, it's very true.
え？そうかな？
Is she blushing, or is it just like everyone looking pinker now?
あんたたちならまだしも、私は普通の人だよ。その子は落ちこぼれだよ。はっきり言って。
Oh my gosh.
月子さんひどい。
Take them, not me.
でもさ、あの神宮寺も本当は大尉なのに、わざわざ降格してまでここに来てるんだよ。
それは階級が役職を表すからよ。別に特別な措置じゃないわ。
That's true. In a pure military structure, like if you are needed in another spot, it doesn't require you to have a rank, you get demoted. A lot of people can take that harshly, but to be fair, in this situation, you need to be where you need to be. Yeah, everyone's getting really, really pink-faced. Are we okay? Like, do you guys need to get out of the water? Because me personally, if I'm in hot water for too long, I go loopy and want to pass out pretty fast. Woof, wink, wink.
別に
Come on, take that
事実
clue.
じゃない。
Take the hint.
どっちかっていうと問題児をかき集めたんじゃないの？
What's with the wink? Is she trying to tell me to drop it or something? I really like her. She's hilarious.
違うって。私たちに才能とか素質とか、とにかく何かなきゃ神宮寺みたいにすごい人呼んでこないでしょ。
She's like, come on, morale. Think for the morale. Wink, wink, wink.
影宮さ
Come
ん、
on. Get
も
with
し
the
かして歯
program.
痛いの？
Talented and special, was it? People with unshakable self-confidence have no time for hesitation, I guess. But it's not like she let it go to her head. Takamiya goes out of her way to make Miura and Fujisawa feel like they're also special.
藤沢も三浦もきっと何か光るものがあったからここにいるんだよ。
Yeah,
きっとそう。
she's definitely like just trying to be nice, but she's also not wrong. Although they definitely need to get out of this tub.
そうなのかな。絶対そうだって。だとしたら私たちがこの国の希望なんだよ。そうだよね。頑張らなくちゃまずいよね。
Yes.
そういうことってことで、ここは一発 F 分隊全員で同時任官目指そうじゃないの。
Yep. Here she goes. Miura, don't go.
いいねこの空気。一致団結。全員で英士になるよ。その子、無理しなくていいんだよ。じゃあ基礎以上の体作りは私の担当ね。いすみはその他全般。
Okay, sure.
はあ？ちょっと勝手に決めないでよ。
And who gave you? Why are you pulling rank here?
というわけで目指せ全員合格。頑張ろう。
She's so gung-ho.
あれノリ悪くない？おかしいでしょおかしいのはどっちだよなあその子
You guys need to get out of this water. You guys are turning into tomatoes. I knew it! I called it! Oh, she's dying! I like how this is just barely okay. Get her out of the water! Oh, no. Feeling dizzy. Oh, it's just after squad drowning in the tub.
のぼせた
Yeah, idiots.
のぼせましただるい最悪だ
What were we thinking? Soaking in the bath for this long in the middle of summer? Of course we're gonna get dizzy. It didn't even take me that long, man. You know what? Maybe that's the ticket. I need to just go into hot tubs and hot springs in the winter outside. To make matters worse, all of us overheated at the same time. What an impossibly stupid scene. I should have bathed alone.
食欲ない最悪だ
It's funny actually, now that I think about it. I mean, Fujisawa is cute for sure, but I definitely think I picked my favorite of the girls right here.
ありがたく食べなさいよ。食料事情が悪化しているのに、合成とはいえハイカロリー食が提供されているのよ。
Of course the food situation, like farmable land is becoming a real problem.
それは分かっているんですが
ダメよ、食べなきゃ。明日持たないわよ。特に三浦はただでさえ食が細いんだから。
Oh man.
はい
その中でもカツだけは好物でしょ。献立表を見て楽しみにしてたじゃない。
Whoa, fried cutlets. Isn't that like a treat by the time Takeru gets through here?
よりによってこんな日にのぼせるなんて神様ひどいそだねあんなに楽しみだったのに今揚げ物はきついよね
文句言わない。
Yeah.
そういうあんたも箸進んでないじゃんか本当は酢の物食べたいとか思ってんじゃないのあーいいですねおしんことか梅干しとか
Wait, so you can't eat, but you can still daydream about eating?
そんな話しないでよそっちを無償に食べたくなっちゃうからさ
You know, to be fair, it's interesting, isn't it? How, the irony of me picking a girl named Takamiya as the girl I think is the most interesting in this group. When Mia is haunting this channel and my Muv-Luv playthrough for the rest of eternity. Oh, man. Alright, can we make this canonized? You know, like fanfiction canonized, that in this universe somehow I end up meeting Mia in a world where hopefully she doesn't die, because I have a feeling she's gonna die. And like that Takamiya, and I call her Mia as a character. That would be the greatest spin-off ever, like a fan fiction. Somebody could write that, I would be pleased. No, don't do that, please. That'd be weird. But it would be really funny, and I could totally see it. I could totally see it.
仕方ないわね。じゃあサプリメントだけでも飲んじゃいなさい。
Probably protein drinks.
あんたバカこんな状態で小枝目汁なんて余計飲みたくないわよ
Ugh.
でもこれは毎日飲む決まりですから
Actually, that's most likely a protein drink blended with like essential vitamins, minerals. Yeah, probably wouldn't taste that great. Although a lot of protein shakes I've been finding that aren't even like chock full of sugar, like actually taste pretty good. You just have to find the right ones.
酸味があるものが食べたいんでしょ。だったらちょうどいいじゃない。別に言うほどまずくないし。
No, it's awful.
あれ何その私の味覚の方が残念みたいな流れ
Yeah.
いやおかしいでしょ こんな甘苦くて酸っぱくてドロッとしたもの
Straight
がま
up
ずくないとか。
FUBAR. That's a reference I haven't seen in a while. FUBAR! It's FUBAR!
うえー、しかし何なんだろうねこの後味。声だめ汁とはよく言ったもんだわ。
Dang, that's pretty vulgar.
なんで声だめの味がわかるのよ。もしかしてあんた田舎で声ダイバー？
Oh yeah, yeah.
月子さん、食事中だから。食ってないじゃん、分隊長以外。
いいからつべこべ言わずに飲む。これは教練の一環。必要だから飲まされてるのよ。
はーい。相変わらず容赦ないな。
Brace yourself. Go, 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 go! I love that. These little chibis are so cute. Yeah?
の
Gonna die?
飲み終わりました。
It's been nice knowing you.
すっげー。
藤沢うるさい。
すごい偉いよ三浦。それ一気飲みなんて普通できないよ。
Oh, no, here she goes!
ちょっとその子大丈夫？
Huh?
あれ？
Hmm?
何？
What?
なんか食欲が出てきました。
It like healed you. It's like a vitality potion. What?
あんたたち、いちいちうるさい。
Holy cow.
あれれれれ。全然食べられますよこれ。それはないだろう。本当ですよ。ザクザク入っちゃうんで。
Is there also like brainwashing juice? What is this?
ははん。さては私らを騙して一気飲みさせる魂胆だな。
A little convoluted for her, don't you think? She definitely doesn't seem like the conniving type. She's going for it. Mia, you doing it?
でも飲んでるし。
Yes. Alright. I like her. She's cool.
お？
やっぱりな。
藤沢うるさいから。
Be quiet.
あれ？
Oh.
まさか。
なんか食欲が出てきた。
What is this stuff?
やばい。本当だ。食える。
Okay.
あんたたちいい加減にしなよ。
Why does she look so happy?
やばいやばい。ぐいぐい入るよ。
Yeah, maybe this will be a better picture of her. Aww.
ここまで手が込んでると悪質だろう。なあ分隊長。
Mm-mm.
あんたもかよ。
She's just chilling here.
私はもともと嫌いじゃないから。
You are lying through your teeth.
おーい。
確かに、なんかすっきりするかも。
なんなのこの爆発的な効果。こんな効能があったなんて。ですよね。味はともかくなんかすごいですよこのドリンク。月子さんも早く飲んだ方がいいですよ。
Go for it. Go for it. Come on. Come on. Ew. That was mean.
あれ？
That was low. That was low. That was. You're playing dirty.
藤沢！あんた何やってんのよ！
だってあんなに喜んで好きみたいだから。だからってご飯やおかずにかける？
That's
普
really
通。
sad. Take our food. Oh my gosh.
その子ごめ
No, you're not.
んね
Yeah, that'll work.
わかったから
You gonna eat it? Oh my gosh. That's like the worst way. Okay, who laughs like that? That's weird.
見ているこっちが胸焼けしそう。
Yeah, no, I agree.
あんた小枝み汁好きなんじゃなかった
You freaking deserve that, though. You earned this. This is your fault.
まずくないって言っただけよ。だいたいあんたコーヒーが好きだからってご飯にかける？
Yeah, exactly.
確かに完食おめでとうございます
Good luck sleeping tonight.
不本意だけど後半はまんざらでもなかったかも
There you go. Did we even have to do this the whole thing?
まあまあ何はともあれこれで一安心じゃない
Yeah, you can totally not feel like the scumbag you were a second ago.
何よ急に。一体何の話？
ああ全員で任官ってやつよさっき風呂場で話してたでしょ何がどう大丈夫なのかさっぱりわかりませんが
Remember, we kind of parboiled a brain cells? We're not quite sure what happened.
ほら三浦たち走るのきついと食欲なくしてたでしょでもこの裏技を知った以上どんなにへばっててもたくさん食べられるってことだし体なんてご飯食べて運動して寝とけばちゃんとできるようになってるんだからさ
Yeah, she's got a good point.
そうなんですかだといいんですけど
This is an episode of Feel Good, which makes it's gonna get horrible later.
ご飯さえ食べられれば大丈夫だよ三浦も藤沢もまとめてなんとかなるって余裕余裕
Careful. Don't tempt fate. Don't tempt fate. Is she dumb or just stupidly optimistic? Why does she get the confidence to spout these corny lines with no proof? Her enthusiasm is fine, but it's highly irresponsible to assure Miura that everything's going to be okay without considering the results it might actually bring about.
余裕ねえそんなもんこっちにはもう残ってないっての
There you go.
月子さん
Ooh, she said her name was. I was saying Sukiko, but she said Suiko. Like almost like the K in key is not really there. Suiko. Or it's like so faint, like it's barely heard. Suiko.
できる人はいいよね寝て食べて運動するだけであっさり体力ついちゃうってんだから
Well, I mean that is kind of the formula, but there is kind of a wall you'll hit probably. Fujisawa took the bait, of course.
どんなにあがいても追っつかない不器用な連中の気持ちなんかずっとわかんないんだろうね月子さん
Sukiko. It seems that Takamiya wasn't considerate enough, but it's not like I can blame her. Fujisawa isn't a bad person, but she got a sharp tongue, and in situations like this, her inferiority complex kicks in, and she ends up making self-depreciating remarks. Ooh, that I do that too. Takamiya is the exact opposite. She always tries to make everyone around her feel comfortable. That's weird. Like I'm like both of them. Between the two, I'd say I'm closer to Fujisawa, though she's far more direct than I am, to the point where she never sugarcoats anything. Then again, that could be a point in her favor. She can say what she thinks without caring how other people might react. Fujisawa might get ostracized, but she doesn't let it bother her in the slightest. On the other hand, I always care about what others would think. You could say that in a certain sense, I'm not as strong or straightforward as her. So, Asumi and I are actually more on the same page.
国体強化選手と帝大狙えた優等生と一緒にされても困るんだよね根本的な出来が違うって
藤沢いい加減にしよう
Not again.
何を私今日から藤沢と三浦と一緒に自主トレする
Fetch.
はあ本当にいいんですかうん さっき風呂で約束したじゃん。みんなで一緒に英士になるって。
Funny how that like statement you made that no one just outwardly opposed became a promise.
してね。あんたが勝手に言ってただけだろ。
Fujisawa is on my side of this one. Oh no.
じゃあ今決めた。約束だ。おい！さっきの言い方は私が迂闊だった。藤沢の気持ちなんて全然考えてなかった。ごめん。
She's so spirited.
全然かよ。っていうか何？自主トレって。全員一緒に英士になるって言ったのは私なんだから、言い出しっぺが全部面倒見る。
Okay.
竹宮さん、ありがとうございます。つうか私の話聞けよ。あのしごきの後で自主トレとか冗談でしょ。あんたの将来3年の任期を務め上げなきゃ成立しないんだよね。
Blood money.
自主トレって言っても急にカリキュラムを増やすわけじゃないし、私選手時代にスポーツ医学や科学トレーニング受けてたから、助けにはなると思う。
She's got a good point. Like being able to target your weaknesses would be really good, but like God, like how it's gonna be tough because like you're gonna be taking what little free time you have and just doing more of what you do every day. Granted, it could reward you, but still.
勘弁してよ、そういうの。あんただけの問題じゃない。むしろ体力的には三浦の方が厳しいんだ。神宮寺が今のシフトを敷く限り何か手を打たなきゃまずいって分かってるよね。
I know she's the tactful one. That's pretty blunt though.
誰も脱落させたくないっていう私の気持ちは本当だよ。藤沢だって三浦には合格してほしいって思ってるんじゃないの？それはそうだけど。
So have they done their like didn't they say they did their big like super teamwork meeting? Like why are they so concerned about failing if they'd already passed the CSSE or whatever that is?
だからみんなで考えよう。どうやって神宮寺を見返してやるか。いつまでも怒鳴られっぱなしは尺じゃない？
Yeah.
月子さん、私と一緒に自主トレやってくれませんか？
You're adorable.
その子、月子さんの力を私に貸してください。
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only
お願い
hope.
します。
Aww.
そうだよ藤沢。みんなで神宮寺の花を明かしてやろうよ。ね。
Oh, she's
分かったわよ。月子さん。ったく暑苦しいの苦手だって言ってるのに勘弁してよ。もういいよ藤沢、その柔軟性。切り替えのなん
oh
か
sorry, clicked too
あん
early.
たに上からそう言われるとどうも釈然としない。よーし、じゃあそんな感じでまとまったんだけど、いいかな、いすみ。
わかった。異論はないわ。
なんかごめん、出しゃばったみたいで、つい勢いでさ。
気にしないで。訓練期間の分隊長なんて仮の措置だから。結果的に全体の能力向上につながるならそれでいいわ。
Oh, interesting, Asumi. So you aren't going to be participating?
さすがいすみ、話がわかる分隊長で助かるよ。
ただし無理はさせないでよ。疲労の蓄積は限界だと思うから。
了解。
Aw, okay, there we go. There we go. Thumbnail. Why did I agree to this? Though I have to admit, thanks to Takamiya's bull in a china shop approach to team building, we are more united than ever before. She lifted the squad's spirits just by sheer force of her unfathomable self-confidence. Maybe Takamiya should be our commander instead. If I let this continue, she will take everything from me, just like Yayoi did. Yayoi did.
じゃあ早速私藤沢と三浦のメニュー作るわ。いすみはその他全般だったよね。
だからなんで私が全般なのよ。
She would make a good leader. She's the queen of delegation already.
分隊長、ダメだよこいつ。早くなんとかしないと。
Please end this.
F 分隊はやけに盛り上がっているじゃないか、いすみ。
Oh, Goku.
佐久間。別に、いつものバカ騒ぎよ。
Sakuma. Is that the guy?
どうした浮かない顔して。何か困っているんじゃないのか？
何も困ってないわ。大丈夫よ。
何か協力できることがあったら遠慮なく言ってくれよ。
Oh boy.
俺でよければいつでも手を貸す。
ありがとう。困ったらお願いするわ。
Yeah, she's so formal with him. I can tell that he's trying to be friendly and she's like very much like, no.
何？お安いご用さ。じゃあ待って。
But man, he's built. Holy crap.
何がお安いご用さよ。別にまだ何もやってくれてないじゃん。恩着せがましいったら。あれ、絶対いすみ狙いだよね。私ら眼中ない感じだもんね。
She's like, oh,
そう？考えすぎでしょ？もっと打算的だと思うけど。
そうだよ。分隊長を狙うなんてよっぽどの物好きかド M 野郎しかいないって。
Oh, there is a screaming fan base that disagrees with you there, Fujisawa.
悪かったわね。
どうせあいつが仕切ってるお上品ど真面目軍団に分隊長を取り込もうって魂胆だよ。あんたは白陵不良軍団のボスと仲いいもんね。ねえねえ、付き合ってんの？
Oh boy.
月子さん？別に興味ないわ。そもそも群れる気ないから。カリノとは利害の一致よ。
Common
利害
interests.
のね。
Common interest, huh? Like some tension of the rubbing of sorts. You know, power to you, man. I mean, in this world, it's like find your happiness where you can.
大人の香りがしますね。でもまあ、あんな青臭い青春バカよりカリノの方が数倍男気があるのは確かよね。あれれ？なんか始まっちゃうのかな？のろけ的な何かが。
That could be it. Oh my gosh.
別にそんなんじゃないわよ。まあ、あいつが私に惚れるのは勝手だけど。
Oh, sure.
はいはい。で、どこが男気だって？
Yes, give us all the juicy details, please.
カリノには生活力と義兄心がある。あいつは自分で生きてるよ。わかる？この意味。はい。佐久間みたいな整えられた枠の中でしか生きられないお坊ちゃまくんとは、男としての器が全然違うよ。あらら、嬉しそうに語っちゃって。
Yeah, Takavi is just eating it up.
あんたが言う生活力って、外部との裏ルートを仕切って、候補生の足元を見て、荒稼ぎすること？
Wait, what?
相変わらず下々の気持ちが分かってないね、分隊長は。それで助かってる候補生が何人いると思ってんの？
Interesting. And so, like, that's an interesting dichotomy, because, like, so he's a smuggler, but it's helping, like, keep his family alive, probably? And she's just like, yeah, totally get that.
あんたね、ブーツやバックルの磨き上げ、身辺の整理整頓には、重要な意味があるって知ってる？
それをやる時間をどんだけ理不尽なしごきに奪われてるか分隊長は知ってんの？
Gotcha.
みんながあんたたちみたいに出来がいいわけじゃないんだよ、分隊長。その分余計な金を払ってでも帳尻合わせてんだ。
Interesting. The strong do what they want, the weak suffer what they must.
月子さん。
Yeah, again, we're taking this dive down the philosophy street.
カリノみたいなリスクを負うやつだって世の中には必要なんだよ。それに見合うリターンがあるのは当たり前だろ。
Oh, okay. So your philosophy of like if you can get away with it, it's perfectly reasonable.
実際カリノを神宮寺たちに売るやつは一人もいないじゃんか。守れないルールを強制する方が間違ってる。だから藤沢、いすみは神宮寺じゃないんだって。 そこ。わかってるよ。でも分隊長が。
言い方が悪かったわ。その件の制約を論じる気はないの。
Okay.
私が言いたいのはそんなことじゃない。
So, what were you trying to say?
じゃあ何よ。
単刀直入に聞くわ。藤沢、あんたはそのリスクに関わってないわよね。
Outside squad's not my business, but inside the squad, it is my business.
何？疑ってるわけ？
単なる確認よ。私たちの中で一人でも不正をしていれば連帯責任になる。
Got a point.
最悪奉公されるかもしれない。それが分かってくれていればいいわ。
I kind of agree with this. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not like they're in a world where they get tons of choice.
分隊長殿のご想像にお任せします。
Well, that's practically saying yes.
あらら。こりゃある意味、佐久間と狩野の代理戦争だね。
Oh, fetch.
何よそれ。
じゃないっつうの。
バカらしい。
だったら直接対決はあいつらに任せて、私たちは自主トレプランの続き考えようよ。
Mm-hmm.
そうですね。早速部屋に戻って話しましょう。なんかうまく乗せられてる感じで納得できない。細かいことはいいのよ、藤沢。ね、いすみ。
Don't sweat the small stuff.
はいはい。
A few days later. Running is what soldiers do. I don't know where the saying comes from, but Instructor Jinguji must be a true believer. We spend 24 hours a day inside the academy. In addition to physical training, the curriculum also includes the usual lectures and simulator sessions. However, most of our time we dedicate to running in circles around the tracks. Once we're done, what little time we have left is for eating and sleeping. The field packs straps dig into my shoulders. The sweat flowing into my eyes turns into tears. My throat is parched. Assistant Instructor Narasawa and Instructor Jinguji are running alongside us. They're carrying the same weight as us, but their complexions haven't changed in the slightest. Both carry their field packs with their heads held high, as if to flaunt their physical prowess that allows them to return from the continent. Is that their way of telling us that we still have a long way to go? That actions speak louder than words? I mean, that's, to be fair, that's great. Like, if someone who's pushing you so hard, like, not being able to do it, would really feel hypocritical. So being able to prove, like, look, we can do this, and we can do it better than you, kind of helps drive that point home. I actually really approve of this method.
三浦、貴様私を笑い殺す気だろ。なんだそのへっぴり腰は。芸人になりたいなら吉本に行け。
I wonder what the voice actor thought of doing, like, Marimo's lines, because most of the lines in all the series have been relatively reasonable. Like, sure, she'll get angry sometimes, but as a drill sergeant here, she's definitely a lot more, like, hard line. I wonder how the voice actor felt.
いえ、教官殿、私は吉本には
I genuinely feel kind of guilty sitting in my nice, cool, like, house in wonderful, comfortable clothes with a padded chair and drinking, like, a delicious drink. It's like, man, I would die in a second. Oh, no. That is unfortunate right there. I just realized I made a terrible mistake with the audio here. Okay.
だ
Well,
ったらフォームを乱すなクソが。顎を引け顎。
I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay. But I'll worry about that later.
はい、教官殿。
Oh. Ooh, that's not good.
大丈夫？
正体はそのまま前進。宮沢助教。
了解。ほら、ペースを乱すなクソども。脱落者を見るんじゃない。
Oh, that sounds worse than just like I tripped.
手貸して。待て藤沢、下手に動かすな。捻挫ならまだいいが骨折の可能性もある。竹宮、
Yeah, right.
靴を脱がして確認する。
Careful, careful. That's not sounding good.
我慢して。どうなの？骨は折れてない。応急処置して医務室に運ぶ。
Right.
わかった。我慢して。見事な手際ね。さすがだわ。ありがとう。
Oof.
教官殿、三浦候補生の医務室搬送を許可願います。
いすみ、貴様何をやっているんだ？
三浦候補生が負傷したので応急処置をしました。医務室搬送の許可を。
でしゃばるな。私はいすみに何をやっているかと聞いているんだ。
失礼しました。藤沢、肩貸して。
ふざける
Really?
な！なぜ貴様たちが三浦の限界を決める？なぜだ？答えろ、いすみ。
それは。待ってください。判断したのは自分です。
でしゃばるのもいい加減にしろ。言葉も通じんのか、このクソが。いいか？私はいすみに聞いているんだ。次に邪魔したら即刻ここから叩き出してやる。分かったか？
はい、教官。
Dang it. I was just wishful thinking to hope that Instructor Junguji would agree with my decision to give Mir first aid. Because I have no choice but to speak honestly and brace myself for a butt kicking.
さていすみ、竹宮がたっぷり時間稼ぎしてくれたんだ。まともな言い訳を考えただろうな。は
あ、三浦候補生の医務室搬送を決めた理由は、私が竹宮候補生の意見を重視した結果です。竹宮候補生は経験上この手の負傷やその応急処置に長けています。採用するに足る見解だと判断しました。
Yeah.
いすみ。
なるほど。三浦は走れないほどの重傷と判断したわけか。ではもう一つ聞くが、なぜ私や助教ではなく貴様がその判断を下したのだ？
Because I'm the squad leader?
教官殿がそばで見ておられたので、中止命令がないことを応急処置の許可と解釈した次第です。
なるほど。つまり私が診断しても貴様たちと同じ処置をすると判断したわけだな。
Yeah, and also because I care for my squad mates?
確認もなく僭越でした。申し訳ありません。
Oh no. What the fetch? Are you serious? She did what?
教官殿！
立て三浦貴様の根性はそんなものか。
What the fetch is she doing?
早く立たんか。
何すんだよ教官。
立たないならここで貴様を蹴り殺す。立て。
What the heck is happening? She wasn't ever like this with Takaru.
やめてください教官殿。
邪魔するな。三浦このまま死んでもいいのか。
What the fetch is happening?
もうやめてください教官。これ以上はもう本当に死んでしまいます。教官殿。
貴様が立たなければ部隊は全滅だ。立て三浦、立ってみせろ。
立ちます。
Holy crap.
その子
Crap. She did it. Even after taking a beating from instructor Jinguji, Miura got back on her feet.
三浦候補生訓練に戻る許可を教官殿。
許可する。よく言ったぞ三浦候補生。さあ貴様の本当の力を私に見せてみろ。
はい教官
What the fetch?
泉はっ今のを見たか。貴様が限界だと決めつけた三浦は立ったぞ。これが何を意味すると思う。言ってみろ。どうした答えろ泉。答えられんのか。帝大決体インテリ様でも無理とは恐れ入った。そんな簡単なこともわからんのか。それとも何か貴様の薄汚い本心をさらけ出すのは嫌か。甘ったれるなクソガキが。
Is that really what this is all about? Just saying, like, you're not as hurt as you think you are? Like, push. Like, prove that you can do more than you think is physically possible. But that's such a harsh way to do that. Is it really this necessary to go that far? And if it is it really... fetch. I mean, they aren't, like, literal... But still, good... I don't know how to think about... I do not know how to think this through. I don't know what I'm feeling right now.
申し訳ありません。私は三浦候補生の能力を侮っていました。
違う。貴様は能力を侮ったのではない。三浦そのものを劣った存在として侮蔑したんだ。常日頃見下してるからこういう時に素が出るんだ。
Oh crap, she does.
私は三浦を見下してはおりません。
No, you do. We've heard the thoughts. We heard her monologues in the bath. Like, she does think she's less. And I think this is one of those things that I'm very grievous of. I think I do allow myself and genuinely think of myself as better than people. I would never imply it because I'm pretty good at like watching what I say and how I say it. But I do think that I fall for this all the time. It's probably one of my biggest weaknesses, if I'm honest, is that I genuinely compare myself to other people, and I do think that there are many times where I believe wholeheartedly that I am better than they are. Which is hilarious because I'm such a I'm like so mediocre in so much, but I definitely think I think if I'm brutally honest, I think I fall into the same trap as Asumi does.
嘘をつくな。貴様は自分が一番頭が良くて正しいとのぼせ上がっている。だから上官をないがしろにし、判断も仰がず、己を過信したんだ、ビチクソめ。貴様は三浦の残り周回分余計に走れ。奴の灰能を持ってっていいぞ、クソ虫。はい。アホ面さらしてそそり立つクソ柱ども。三浦の灰能をいすみに持たせてやれ。そのぐらいはまともにできるだろうな。
はい、教官。
三浦はグランド脇で腕立てだ。クソ柱どもは通常周回後にやれ。いすみが走り終わるまで続けるんだ。
Dang.
はい、教官殿。
Right, I'll take it.
おっといすみ、貴様も周回後腕立て100回だ。いいな。
Yes, ma'am.
はい、教官殿。
まったく素晴らしい判断力を持った分隊長だ。優秀な候補生に恵まれて幸せだな、私は。
Dang.
統率力のかけらもない。学習能力も的確な判断能力もみじんもない。素晴らしいぞ。最高な兵隊だ。
Fetch, jeez, calm down.
準備完了しました、教官。
遅い。おまけにグズで薄のろとは豪勢なことだ。気が利いている。至れり尽くせりだ。 さて、そろそろ始めてもらおうか。脳なしども。さっさと走らんか、ビチグサども。もたもたしてると、今度は三浦の腕が壊れかねえぞ。はい、教官殿。
Holy crap. That was freaking insane. I kind of hate to leave it here, but I know that we're likely to see a pretty long conversation, and I want to be able to really dive into it without making this super, super long. Plus, editing this is going to be a nightmare. So, to explain what happened and what I realized halfway through, I had done a different recording, and in that recording I needed to capture my audio along with the audio of the game, and I totally forgot to stop doing that. So likely you've heard pretty strange audio up till here. I could try and re-record all of it because almost all of that would need to be re-recorded. If it was as simple as just replacing my audio, I would, but the problem is that it blends the audio. So like I can't separate the game music and like their lines from my audio. So I have two choices here, and depending on which one I chose determines like how the game sounded to now. I either record the game's music and audio lines independently after this, and then I splice them in as best I can, which I can probably do, but it takes a long time. Or I accept the lower quality where my audio is unspliceable and thus I can't like like clip it, which means it'll sound dirtier, and I just deal with it. I got to think about that, but it's going to really setting me back. And so while I normally would probably roll right into we're working on my next recording, I might just work on that for tonight and then do more recording on different nights. So yeah, that's kind of why I panicked there. That's what's going on. It's like I made a pretty big blunder, and it's one that I can't easily fix. I make mistakes all the time, and I usually can fix them. But this is one I unfortunately cannot fix very well. So we're going to have to just see what I can pull off with this. But it's going to mean a lot more work for me, which is okay. But it's just kind of a nightmare. So yay for me. But thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you spending your time. Hopefully I made this a bearable one. Like it didn't sound too crazy. And man, there's a lot of good stuff in there. That's the biggest thing. I don't want to cut out my reactions to that stuff. I don't want to cut that out because that was too good. Like I don't want to try and redo that because there's so much that happened there. So yeah, we're going to end it here for today. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Again, if you want, like, Discord channel is in the description. If you haven't joined, it's a great community. If you want to support this channel and what we do and help like make it so we can hopefully get to making more content more often and more in depth, I love it if you checked out my Patreon. Consider joining. I don't want to ask for much, and I really don't need anything, but I appreciate the support you give. By giving me the support, I hope to someday be able to make this a truly independent, full-time job. But until then, I appreciate anyone and everyone who is supporting the channel, and I mostly wanted to say thank you for being here, because you know what, the greatest gift you give me is even being here. Never feel obligated to join. I'm just happy to be here, and I want to present the option for anybody who would like to support the channel. But until the next video you see with me or see me in next, I'll see you there.